Woo! President Trump spoke today, and it seems like no matter what Pritzker or Mr. Mayor Johnson of Chicago has to say, Trump said...
Make your mind up on Chicago, though?
Well, we're going in. I didn't say when. We're going in. If the governor of Illinois would call me up, I would love to do it. Now, we're going to do it anyway. We have the right to do it.
What is going on, my American informed brothers and sisters? Welcome to the channel. I'm Ty Smith, and you're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, which I'm greatly appreciative of. Y'all know this. Don't forget to follow me up here. Follow me down here. Click the thumbs up button. It helps me very, very much, and I thank you guys. I'm greatly appreciative of it. Also, when you do, or if you do subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification. It will bring out a drop box for you to select all notifications. Don't forget to check out the other channel called Man, Husband, and Father. Okay, I'm going to post a video over there today. If y'all have not already seen a lot of the shorts I put out, those are going to be related to the video I'm going to post on Man, Husband, Father. If this is your first time viewing and you end up liking this video overall, click the hype button, which will hype this particular video up, especially if you want other people to see it, all right? Let me know in the comment section if you did do that, by the way. So, family in Chicago, I told y'all, you know, it's like the stuff that you see. And when I'm up there and I'm at these speaking engagements, talking to the community, talking to people who are fed up with this stuff, you get to see this stuff pay off. You really do. I'm weird. I like to fight. Like, ever since I grew up in the hood, I'm just one of those weird people. If I was not in medicine, I would be probably an MMA fighter, or I would be like a Navy SEALs or a Delta. I'm just telling y'all the truth. That's my personality. That's how my make is. Anyway, the reason I'm saying is because how going up there over the course of the last 4.5 to 5 years in these speaking engagements, speaking to these communities, you get to hear the heart of Chicago. Not many people are able to get their voices heard and out there that don't have platforms such as mine, right? Anyway, y'all seen how President Trump is trying to go there and help the people of Chicago, but Brandon Johnson and Governor Pritzker is completely trying to play it off like it's nothing bad, crime is down, but then we all know what happened over this Labor Day weekend, right? And it's amazing because people act like this is not an issue. Let me give you an example. When they say, well, we didn't even need him to come in and do anything because crime is going down. Let me tell y'all something. If you were like me, you were 80s, 90s babies. Y'all remember how much a value meal at McDonald's used to cost? If you were in the 90s, how much did the value meal used to cost? Everybody knew that number, $3.21. A value meal was $3.21. Let's just use that as a number saying, hey, crime was at 3.2 thousand that were killed. How much does the value meal cost right now? $10. Now crime is at 10,000. So because it dropped from 10,000 to 9,000, y'all saying crime is down. We didn't like it when it was at 3. Y'all follow me? So we didn't like it when it was at 3. Are you getting it? So think about the crime rate in Chicago like it's inflation. It is, yeah, that went down. It don't mean it is actually, we didn't like it when it was like supposedly low. How about none? Even though I know crime is going to always happen, but not to the extent to where it's been happening in a lot of these major cities, especially in the black areas. Now, what's crazy about that is Chicagoans have been speaking their voices. A lot of people that are in Chicago that are black that they try to keep y'all hidden from, act like black people don't care about this, act like all blacks are Democrats, act like all Chicago are just fine with being killed. Well, no, some people are speaking now like this beautiful woman right here. Check her out.
No federal troops in the city of Chicago. No militarized force in the city of Chicago. We're going to defend our democracy in the city of Chicago. Are you prepared to defend this land? If this president decides to continue to break this Constitution, it's going to be the labor movement that stitches it back together.
Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson rallying against President Trump's offer to deploy federal troops to help the city fight crime. Now, this despite a violent holiday weekend. At least 7 people were shot and killed and dozens more wounded. Kata Truss lives in Chicago. She is the director of the Community Roundtable and joins us now. Great to have you back on the show. I want to read to you what's in Mayor Johnson's executive order. He says the city will pursue all available legal and legislative avenues to counter coordinated efforts from the federal government that violate the rights of the city and its residents. You're closer to the people than we are, and we'd love to hear what you think about all of this that's going on, and especially the very tragic news from over the weekend.
Well, first of all, this has been a very violent weekend in the city of Chicago. As a matter of fact, the last several weekends in Chicago have been very violent. And so when Mayor Johnson stands there and talks about taking over the city and not letting troops come in, it's as opposed to what? As opposed to the high crime that's here, as opposed to the murders and the violence that's going on, as opposed to businesses being afraid to open their doors because they're constantly being robbed. What's the point in this? You know, the fact of the matter is this. Mayor Johnson has a dismal approval rating. And so going against President Trump probably in his mind seems like the right thing to do. He has never listened to the people and what we really want since he's been in office. And, you know, what is really happening here is I feel that the mayor is probably deflecting. He's deflecting from the fact that he mismanaged the city's money by supporting the migrant crisis. And he asked the Board of Education to take out a junk loan for the city to cover costs. That's basically what the loan is for. So now that the Board of Education has refused, most of the measures that he's really tried to push in this city have been turned down because they've been things that have not been beneficial to the people here. So, of course, he's going to go against whatever measures President Trump puts in place.
Right. So he would use politics and a fight with Trump in order to help his own standing, is what I hear you say. I want you to listen to some of these Chicago business owners to talk about what they're going through.
The city's not safe, you know, for the mayor and the governor to go on TV and use us as statics, as numbers. I mean, we're human beings. We're talking about real time. We have to hire extra security, private security on the street. We have to make sure that we advise all our patients when they go home and check the Uber. People can't even walk their dogs. I mean, this is to believe that the city is safe the way they made it sound in the press conference. It is wrong.
Kata, if Brandon Johnson were to change his mind today and take President Trump up on the offer, get some results like they're seeing in Washington, D.C., do you think that his approval would actually be harmed in the city?
Absolutely not. It may help him, considering the fact that his approval rating is at a dismal 1 digit. It might be something that can help him. But the fact of the matter is, it really doesn't matter about what Brandon Johnson says. It doesn't matter about his politics. What matters is the people. And the people here in Chicago don't feel safe. The people here in Chicago want the help that President Trump is trying to send here. So regardless of what the mayor says, we want the help.
Kata, thank you for being here. I think that there could be, perhaps news about this in the next week or so, maybe sooner. And we'd love to have you back. You're a great guest for us to have. Thank you.
Thank you.
She is absolutely 100% right about this. People want President Trump to come in there and take care of business because people are tired of all the "we shall overcome" signs. We have to stop killing each other. We got to stop the violence. How much more of that y'all want to do? That's been going on for the longest, man. Aren't y'all tired of that? And now you got somebody that want to come in there and take care of business, and they are resisting, right? So I guess since Governor Pritzker seemed like he's still getting what he says, Trump is not trying to hear it. I'm not trying to hear you. Not trying to hear you, buddy. You can't even walk on that treadmill. Get on that treadmill. You're kind of big, buddy. Anyway, then, because Pritzker say, since a black man, Brandon Johnson, our democracy, defend our land. What do Democrats do? You know what? We know we can always get them with a black woman because we know black women are the staple of the black community. Bull crap. Black women are the ones. Oh yeah, y'all preach that stuff a lot. Too bad you got a black brother that actually knows his history, know how stuff is supposed to go. I'm not falling for that bull crap. Black women holding up their community. They held the way. They paved the way. Black women. Then how come? Who's responsible for these delinquent children right now? Huh? Where's that women intuition from having all these baby daddies, huh? Anyway, I'm going to move beyond that because I know y'all going to flame on that, but it don't matter. I will hit you right back, metaphorically speaking. So they're going to try to bring up a black woman. Who? Particularly the lieutenant governor to J.B. Pritzker. She not listening to Pritzker. She wants to a black man. We know how we can get Trump. We can always get him with a black woman because if they try to say something against her, we can call them a racist. And if any black man try to say something against her, we can say black women are queens and they are the ones that held the backbone of the black community. I don't care what. I do care what they did, black men and women back then. But as of right now, bull crap. Anyway, watch what this foolish woman says, guys. Listen to this.
Look, anytime that there's crime anywhere in our state or around the country, we want to continue to see progress being made, and we are making progress here in Illinois and in the city of Chicago. But this is not about public safety, and this is not about making our residents safer.
What is it about? Watch it be some of the most bizarre, weird sounding stuff. It's about just saying we put military to go against the people. Something weird, something crazy, doesn't even make sense.
What Donald Trump wants to happen is he wants to manufacture a crisis.
Manufacture a crisis? What crisis? So the shooting, stealing, sexual assault, carjackings, innocent kids getting shot, twerking on cars, the Labor Day weekend crazy shootings, because he wants to manufacture a crisis? Y'all doing it for him. What are you talking about, y'all? This is what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying, folks. This is some crazy, ludicrous words coming out of her mouth. He wants to manufacture crisis. So what? So he wants to make the crisis so he can save it? He don't need their help to do that. They're doing it.
He's going to, as we just talked about, there's going to be a surge of ICE enforcement efforts. He knows that people will see those efforts and then want to speak out. People, good, decent people, will be heartbroken to see their neighbors being snatched off the streets. And
Chicagoans, any Americans out there right now, you that been kicked out of the after school program so y'all can house these illegal aliens, you that have been kicked out of your apartment complexes so that they can fund those illegal aliens going into those apartment complexes prepaid by you, the taxpayers, with that immigration big, huge bill or money, so to speak, that they use for those illegal aliens. Y'all gonna be sad about them taking those illegal aliens out of the country? Y'all gonna be sad about them taking your illegal alien neighbors who has been exhausting the resources of Chicago's budget? You mean those kids are still standing on the corner of the side of the freeway trying to sell candy and M&Ms and Skittles and all that just so they can make it to their basketball, regional, or sectional? But they didn't have the money for y'all to do that. But they got, okay, okay, that's what he's doing it for, because y'all gonna be heartbroken on seeing criminals being taken away. Yeah, okay.
Stuffed into unmarked cars. He wants to inflame tensions, and he wants to make sure that that he can cause some sort of crisis that he can say that he's coming to the rescue. And
Chicago and Illinois, or even America, y'all hearing this? So the Negroes that are doing all the crime up there in Chicago right now, any of you, it's not y'all fault. It's Trump's fault. Basically is what she's saying. I don't know. Everything's my fault. I mean, wintertime is coming. December it'll be cold. November will be cold. When people talk about dropping record-breaking temperatures, it'll be my fault. So it's Trump's fault of all the crime that's being committed in Chicago. Do not fall for the bull crap that she just spewed out of her mouth in regards to Trump's going to cause a crisis of violence, blah, 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 blah. How'd that work out in D.C.? The same bull crap she is saying right now is the same BS the D.C. mayor said as well. But how is that going right now for D.C.? Huh? It's not going to stop Trump from coming. You think that's going to stop him from coming? Oh, no, he's still coming. He said it himself. You want to hear it? Here it is.
Have you decided you're definitely going to send National Guard troops to Chicago?
I didn't say when, but the answer is, look, Chicago's very interesting because I watched Pritzker get up and say we don't need help, we're safe. But 2 weeks ago, they had 6 people murdered, and they had 24 people hit by bullets. Last week, as you know, it was 7 people, 24 people hit, and 7 people died. And then over the last 2 days, that was the crown jewel. They had, I guess, 9 or 10 killed, and 50 hit with bullets. And you have this governor get up, who's a terrible governor. Probably he and Gavin Newsom would be probably the two worst and most naive. They're naive. Either they're naive or they're very untruthful. And he'll say, we don't want any protection. We don't need. So in the last 3 weeks, he's lost almost 20 people killed. There's no place in the world, including you can go to Afghanistan, you can go to places that you would think of. They don't even come close to this. Chicago is a hellhole right now. I would love to have Governor Pritzker call me. I'd gain respect for him and say, we do have a problem, and we'd love you to send in the troops, because you know what? The people, they have to be protected. I saw today on one of your networks, not a friendly network, except really the opposite, I would say, very unfriendly network. And they interviewed about 12 people on this morning. Most of them were African American, they were black. And they were saying, please, please, please let the president send in. These were people from Chicago. Please, we need help. We need help. We can't walk outside. We're petrified. If the governor of Illinois would call me up, I would love to do it. Now, we're going to do it anyway. We have the right to do it because I have an obligation to protect this country.
Yeah, like I said, folks, this is not about, oh, here you are tap dancing. Don't come in with that bull crap. I care about my American brothers and sisters, be it black or white. But since we are talking about blacks in particular, I care enough about you, whether you hate me or don't like me or not. I do not care, because I would like for you to live. I would like for you to be safe. I would like for you to feel a burden lift off your shoulder where you don't feel like, oh, my God, every day you got to get a little bit of anxiety because you got to walk down this block or walk down this street, walk down this way, and you think something's going to happen to you. Wouldn't you love to be like that? Wouldn't you love to live like that? It's easy for you to say that because you live up in the suburbs and all that. You live in a gated community, blah, blah. You can say that all you want to. That same exact thing can happen in the communities where you at if you would allow the help to come there. You got violent people who can be met with more violent, efficient, calculated people that will take those people out so you can feel safer in your neighborhoods. Anyway, y'all, Chicagoans and Illinois, y'all let me know what y'all think about this by putting it in the comments below after this video. Even if you do disagree with it, let's see it. The next video, oh, no. If you've been enjoying the videos that I've been pushing out, let me know in the comment section as well. At the same time, to really help me do this right here, please do this right here to help this channel out. The next video I will be doing after this one's going to be up there. Things I did as of yesterday right here. If you have not subscribed to the channel, just click that little icon right up there. I am Ty Smith, model Renaissance man, hoping and praying every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.